You remember what you were doing when you were 25 on the trade union day?
Just become a union rep, Lynn.
How'd you become a rep?
Somebody asked me, somebody said, you're quite gobby, you be a union rep.
Did you work or not?
I worked for the council.
Did you go to the branch committee meetings?
Yeah, I remember my first branch committee and it was packed out, lots of people there, but everyone had a say.
Was it all stewards that went to it? Did you have senior stewards that went to it?
Well, it was quite equal. The woman that got me involved, who was a lifelong activist for the union, she made me feel very welcome, and I can remember lots of discussions going on because, of course, it was Thatcher's government at the time.
What about training? Did you get any training on that?
Yeah, I did. I went on a 10-day TUC training course in Liverpool with stewards from Fords, I can remember, from the railways and from the Garment Workers Union.
Yeah, did you enjoy it?
Oh, I loved it because you heard all the stories that they had, health and safety stories, especially from the garment workers, and of course the railways with suicides on local lines and how health and safety was so important. I think they thought we were in the lap of luxury working in offices.
How did you get involved at Region?
Oh, well, I went to my first conference as well in 1982, and very quickly somebody said to me, come on, we need more people. And of course, women weren't as involved in the union then. And I can remember going to women's movements because we still had pin-up calendars in the office then.
What else? Have you been involved in any other things in the Labour movement?
I joined CND actually when I was on the 10-day training course, and I can remember the woman I went with, she worked in a food factory and she encouraged me to join. And I can remember going to Barrow, all getting on a coach in Liverpool on a Saturday, going to protest in Barrow, and we lay in the road. Can't say I did anything more, and I listened to Bruce Kent speak then, and I can remember him to this day.
What's your best memory of the union?
Best memory of the union probably is, and I know some people think, God, that must have been tough, but it was easier to give out ballot papers then. Because when people were elected to committees or when we had to make big decisions, I can remember stuffing envelopes with ballot papers, giving them out in the office and then going around with the cardboard box asking everybody to put in, and it was giving the membership a voice. Now of course we have to post everything out because of laws, and we don't get as big a return, so more people participated, and I suppose it was easier because people used to ask me about things. Now they can look on the website, Facebook, find out things, and that's a good memory. And it can always be a good memory when you see justice done and you make sure somebody gets a fair hearing when you represent them. No, just to say that we must continue to campaign within UNISON for good public services. I know we've got the staff and I know we can do it.
What inspired you to join as a 25-year-old, to get involved in the trade union?
Well, I joined on the first day at work when I was 16. I can remember my dad asking me when I come home, are you joining the union? I said, is this the form, Dad? And he said yes, and I filled it in straight away. And I've been a member ever since I was 16. And I suppose when I think about it, because I grew up, and here on Merseyside we've got a history of trade unionism, and I didn't think about why I joined then, but certainly why I joined was to be part of a group of people, not just on my own. If I wanted to do things on my own, I wouldn't have joined a union. I joined because I want to think of other people.
What's the biggest change that an activist has faced in the last 30 years? How's the role of the activist changed?
I still say respect sometimes from the media, from government. I think the trade union representative is seen, it's an image of a trade union rep, that the troublemakers perhaps, they're not, they're advocates for people in the workplace.
You must have seen more women coming through as activists in the last 30 years. That's obviously been a good thing. Tell me about how UNISON and NALGO and UP and COSI before then noted that.
Oh, well, it's a union for everybody. And we have got, as you know, 70% of our membership is female. However, what the big change for me was that because of a whole trade union now, regardless of what profession, what job you do, we have activists right across the spectrum. right, from every profession, be it cleaners, librarians, social workers, planners, architects, care assistants. That is the difference for me, that we're all equal and we're all stewards and we're all in it together, serving in the public services.